and then the last time I looked at the clock it was 12:10, and then that's all I remember till something like 3:30, and I woke up. And that's quite the longest I've slept in one go for a while. But then the realisation hits me that I'm going to have to get up in less than 2.5 hours. And I'm like, oh no, like, because I'd only had like half of what I was going to get. Well, I'd had more than half. So when it hit me that like all I had left was like 2.5 hours, I was like, so I changed my alarm time to 6:15. Then I spent half an hour trying to get back to sleep. It was actually probably longer than that. Then I woke up about 20 minutes before my alarm, and I looked at the time and I was just like, I'm going to try and get back to sleep even if I only get another 10 minutes. And I fell asleep for a couple of minutes, but I just couldn't get to sleep because my bladder kept waking me up even though there was like a little dribble in it every time. So I didn't sleep well, and then I got up and put the heating on, and then I put some chicken in the oven to roast, and because I was going to have a pasta salad for my lunch. And that's what I did. And then I had a coffee, and I got a coffee and come upstairs and got in the shower, and I washed my hair and everything else, and I've put fake tan on, which is probably staining everything like always. And then like I just got about my day, and then I left late, and I was like, oh my god, I left at like 22, and I knew I was going to do that. I was like, I just knew it. I don't think they would have minded, but on your first day, like arriving late, I just think it's unacceptable. And by the sounds of it, they're very easygoing, and like if you need to go off and do something, they don't mind as long as you make the time up. But it was just like, and then I actually got there before everyone else because I was sat in my car because I needed to get a permit to park, and then one of the other females that works there, called Caroline, she pulled up just after me. So, and she's really nice as well. I can't remember what the other girl's called. It's really bad. I think I know it, but I don't want to say it in case it's wrong because it's one of two. So I'm just going to be like, keep it to myself for now. But yeah, she arrived, and then she gave me my parking permit, and I put it in my car, and then she made me a brew, and then she was talking to me, and then eventually the bosses came in. I think one came in, and then the other one came in, and then they just got me to read some stuff to do with the business. I mean, I can't say what it is because it gives away what area I'm working in, and I don't want to do that. And I did that for like an hour and a half, and then I started to get on to sorting out self-employment for some of the staff because they're getting some of them to be self-employed. So that's what I did, and then she said to me, we'll have you 9 till 1. And then one of the girls went, oh, we're getting lunch, do you want some lunch? And I went, I finish at 1. She went, oh no, it'll be here for 1. I think got there at 10 to 1, so literally I spent hardly any time working today, but I'm pretty sure they'll have me working a lot because they're not just going to pay me for nothing. I mean, I've done 4 hours today, and I probably didn't work for an hour of that, so I've probably done 3. I did some reading for 2, and then I did some work for 1. So, but there's a lot to learn, and like I have to be sure this is the job I want, but I just need them to sort the hours out and have definite days and times, and not have me every day, because I don't know why they would need me every day, but you know, I can't be too flexible because I need to be able to go and do other things, and I don't want to sign up for the charity and volunteering work and say I'm available in the afternoons because they might decide they want me in the afternoons. So it's a real difficult one for me at the moment, and I don't want to push them on anything because everyone's getting to know everyone, and they're trying to find out what I can do and if I can do what they want me to do, and I need to learn to do certain things, and it's all new, and it's all like, but I wasn't super nervous. I wasn't super nervous today. I think I got a little bit nervous, probably like the last minute of the drive when I knew I had to walk into the office and like go and get the permit and everything. But when I bumped into Caroline on the car park, it was like, it was nice, and she was quite nice, and yeah, she even offered to make me a second brew, but I'm like, no, I don't even really drink brews. But yeah, but I do have a lot to learn, and it's gonna like thrash my head, and I'm gonna be like at times, but hopefully it's going to go well, and hopefully I'll get more hours on less days, if that makes sense. I'd rather work for them like Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and have Wednesday and Thursday free or something like that. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. But I think whilst I'm learning, they're not going to have me there for long periods of time, because they pay me for it. Like, they paid me for an hour of work I didn't do, and then I got lunch. I didn't get choice of what lunch I got. She just got me chicken pizza, and it had onions and chilies on. I wouldn't have had chilies or onions, and it was full sugar Coke, which I wouldn't have had. But because I've had that, I have to have like what I would have had for lunch for my evening meal. And I actually took my lunch, and I've just actually been and given it to my dad. And it was a really healthy lunch. It was like a roasted chicken, and I'd made some pasta. I've actually got the same in the fridge, but I didn't put it together, so that's going to be my evening meal as well. And it was one of those donut peaches and a chocolate rice cake with coconut on and a granola bar, and that was my lunch, because I literally thought I was working the whole day. So it's probably going to scare me every day when I go, because I'm going to be learning new things, and I had to make a phone call for them today, and I was like really nervous, and I kept thinking, I hope I'm sounding professional, because I don't normally make phone calls. I hate making phone calls, but this is something I'm going to have to learn to do, because my dream job would involve making phone calls to lots of different people. So I just had to get on with it. And then it didn't help that I have the boss's desk. Well, there's two bosses. I have his desk, and she sat next to me a lot of the time, so it's a little bit awkward, but I think they're alright. And like, even before I left, I was like, is there anything else you want me to do? Because I knew I'd just sat there and like had 15 minutes of their time that they would pay me for. But then again, they might not pay me for that 15 minutes that I just sat and ate my lunch in. But yeah, that's the update for my Going for Your Dreams goal, because, you know, I've done something that scares me. I went today, it scared me. I'll probably be scared tomorrow and the day after and the day after. And every time I have to do something new and I have to go out and see clients and things like that, it's all going to scare me. But hopefully they like me, and hopefully I'm what they want, and hopefully they can give me more hours on less days. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'll help them if they help me, basically. But I'm going to go, and I'll keep doing these updates. These updates are not going to go up before you find out about my job and everything. Like, you'll find out about that, and then I'm going to do these updates about going after your dreams and like doing things that scare you. And you don't get anywhere in life without trying and without pushing yourself and putting yourself out your comfort zone, and that's what I've done last Wednesday, the Friday before, and today, and probably tomorrow, and every day that I go. And every time I do something new or make a phone call to someone new, it's probably going to scare me, and I'm not going to know what to say or do. But it's all a learning curve, and I think if you want something bad enough, you'll take all the steps you need to get there regardless. And, you know, sometimes you have to blag things. I've had to blag things today. I had to blag things when I met them last week. You just got to say what they want to hear, but don't ever say you can do something that you definitely would never be able to do. You can say things like you could do certain things, but you don't have to like say, like, if something you think you could do but something you definitely know you couldn't do, never say you can do it, because if they get you to do it or try and get you to do it and you can't do it, you look like an idiot and you could lose your job.